Okay, so this is a lesson on how to use exponents in mathematics. If you'll remember, when we talk about BEDMAS, we do our brackets, then we have our exponents, then divide and multiply from left to right, add, subtract in any order from left to right. And up until now, we haven't really looked at exponents. Exponents are just another way of writing a multiplication sentence. But the difference at this time is you have something called a base number. And in this case, the base number is the big number, the 2. And the little mini guy up here, your exponent, tells you how many times you're going to multiply the base number by itself. What does that mean? Okay, so I have a base number of 2 and a 3 as my exponent. It's also called a power. So we would read this number as 2 to the power of 3, or 2 raised to the third power, 2 raised to a power of 3. That sounds super fancy and complicated. Here is the easy way. So my base number is 2, and my exponent is 3. So I'm going to write 3 number 2's. Because my exponent tells me how many times or how many 2's I need to write. And then I'm multiplying the base number by itself 3 times. So 2 times 2 times 2. This is your exponent. 1, 2, 3. That's where that comes from. So you would just do the math. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Let's look at another one. Let me move this here. No, I don't want a rectangle. Let's move this control box here. All right, so let's look at that one again. So let's look at another exponent. So if you had, let's say, 5 raised to the power of 2. So 5 is my base. 2 is how many times I need to multiply it by itself. So I'm going to write 2 number 5's. That tells me there. 5 times 5, 25. You'll also hear people refer to this as 5 squared. And when it's a 2, they would say it's 5 squared, or 5 to the power of 2. Do another one. I highly recommend when you get to things that are a higher than an exponent of 4 that you possibly pull your calculator out, and I'll show you why. So let's do 4 raised to the power of 5. Our base number is 4. Our exponent is 5. That means I'm going to write 1, 2, 3, 5 number 4's, and I'm going to multiply them. And this is definitely where you could sit and do 4 times 4 and then get 16 and multiply it by another 4 and then just keep going. However, when we think about needing to be efficient in our mathematics, this is sometimes where a calculator will help you. So 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, and my answer is 1024. Okay, and all I did in my calculator was write 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. We'll do one more, and then you get to try. So let's do, you can do any number. 7 to the power of 3. Base number is 7, and I need to multiply it by itself 3 times. So following my trick, 7, 7, 7. So I know that 7 times 7 is 49, and 49 times 7 is 300. Always recommend if you're using the calculator, you check your math again, just to make sure that you didn't accidentally hit the wrong number, the wrong digit, the wrong operation. It's always multiplication when you're working with an exponent. All right, so let's look at how this relates to BEDMAS. So when we're dealing with or working with BEDMAS. I'll just write a short little BEDMAS. So let's do 16 divided by 2 plus, we'll just say 3. Okay, following BEDMAS, we would look for our brackets first, and we have no brackets, so we know the next one is exponents. Okay, so let's just deal with the exponent. I look at my uh, expression here, 16 divided by 2 plus 3 to the power of 2. That's an exponent. So 3 to the power of the 2 means 3 times 3. It does not mean 3 times 2. No, 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 no. That means 3, I'm multiplying it, 3 times 3. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 9, and then I'll just rewrite plus, and I write my expression again, and following BEDMAS, and we do our division and multiplication in any order from left to right, and addition and subtraction in any order from left to right. So I have a division here, and 16 divided by 2 is 8, plus 9 gives me 17. So that's where your exponents come into play sometimes. Okay, what I'd like you to do now is on the Google form, you have a few questions working with exponents, and let's give it a try.